No, it's working fine. Yes. Everyone, welcome back to the channel. Something different today, a full rifle review from ADM. So this is the American Defense UIC 10A. Stands for Universal Improved Carbine. So we're going to cover in depth here in the studio what is so improved about this carbine, and then as usual, we're going to hit the range and put it to the test. Before we get started, I just want to mention Suppressed Fest 2022 is almost sold out. So day one on Saturday is completely sold out, and Sunday, November 13th, we have like 68 tickets left, and that is it. This is a pre-sale event. No tickets will be sold at the door. So if you want to go, head to suppressedfest.com and check it out. We just had 2 more vendors sign up, so it is going to be an epic 2-day event in Leesburg, Florida. So if you want more information, just head to suppressedfest.com and you can check it out and read up on all the companies and all the cool stuff that is coming. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into detail here on the UIC 10A, chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, and then we'll hit the range and see what it sounds like. Alright, so what is so enhanced about this gun? Let's go ahead and just run through it as fast as we can so we can hit that range. Let's start on the low receiver. First thing that grabbed my eye when I saw this gun, this rifle, was that it's fully ambidextrous. Okay, so fully ambidextrous safety here, okay, nothing special. And then you have a mag release on both sides. Okay, we've seen that before. This caught my eye, this part in particular. Okay, so this is the bolt carrier catch on the right side of the gun. So you can fully control this gun from both sides, every single control. So that made it really cool to be able to lock this thing back with just your pointer finger. I thought that was really neat. That was probably my most standout part on this. Okay, so I'll show you some close-ups on both sides. Large paddle still on the left, as you can see here. So if you still have that muscle memory built up as far as, you know, reloading, you can just palm slap it, thumb press after you slide that mag home, whatever you want to do. I thought that was really, really notable. As far as reloading, we were just on that topic. This has a 20-degree angle just to aid in seating that mag a little faster, which I thought was nice. This platform in particular, probably not going to run and gun with a lot because you're going to be using high magnification and 6.5 Creedmoor, but it is nice to know that even on a bench, I'll be able to toggle a mag in there a little easier. As far as the upper and lower contact points, it does have a little friction adjustment for fitment between the upper and lower contact areas. Mine was already adjusted out of the box, very tight, but not too tight. I can still push out the pins with just my thumb. I didn't need to use the tip of a cartridge at all, but when it's on there, it's freaking locked up tight, which is really cool. Moving on down, the trigger guard, okay, is all built in, of course, billet receiver set, pretty obvious there. This is going to be enlarged for gloved hands, and then the trigger is going to be a Geisley 2-stage brakes, really, really nice here in the studio. We'll see how it does out on the range. Moving on back. On the lower here, you got a ADM QD end plate, their beautifully machined castle nut, their buffer tube, and then a Magpul SL stock on there, and then inside they have a ADM H buffer. So very nice, very quality as far as the lower. Moving on up to the upper receiver. We'll start back here. You got a enhanced bolt carrier group. I'll show you some close-ups there. Very nicely done. Looks like it's black nitride coated, magnet particle tested, as you would expect a rifle to be in this price range. Moving forward, handguard's going to be 15-inch M-lock. Okay, nothing exciting there, but very nicely done. I actually like the machining here. Plenty of cooling, especially in the top. They lighten the hell out of this thing, even on the top. That should help with heat mitigation, and again, just trying to make it as light as possible because you're dealing with a pretty heavy platform here already. As far as the barrel options, the 6.5 Creedmoor on their website, they state you have a 16, an 18, and a 22-inch barrel option. Mine came with the 16-inch barrel option. It does ship with a Surefire War Comp. I removed that. I don't have any Surefire suppressors, and just installed the rugged flash hider 3-prong there. As far as gas system, has an SLR Century 7 adjustable gas block, and then a rifle length gas tube. And let's see, oh, let's not forget the charging handle. So really glad as far as picking premium parts out for this rifle. Obviously for a lot of them, it's their own proprietary parts, but they went with Raptor here on the charging handle, which is my personal favorite. You might have your own. You know, I've worked with them before. They're quality charging handles. I mean, China loves knocking them off. I go for the real thing. I kind of wish they went with the SD version here. Not that the SD charging handles really work that good. I don't know. It just would have been nice to have it on there, I guess, because getting gas in the face with a 308 or 6.5 Creedmoor definitely sucks. So hopefully we'll be able to adjust the gas block to that happy point of not having to adjust it between suppressed and unsuppressed shooting. We'll see if we can make that happen. But other than that, really cool charging handle. Love those. Let's see what else. On the left side, I threw this on, little Magpul QD mount there. I don't know if it's adjusted too far back. I just kind of threw it on here before we started. So you may need to move it up or down the handguard depending on your body type. I think that covers it for the upper. Man, that's a handsome looking gun. As far as the scope, you know, full disclosure here, by the way, ADM sent this rifle absolutely free and the mount, and then I reached out to USO. I met them at SHOT Show. Awesome group of people there. Said, hey, you know, we're doing this review on the 6.5, you know, 308, very capable, okay? So don't hate me for what I'm about to say. 308, I have a couple AR-10s, bolt guns in 308, but 6.5 is just more accurate at distance, okay? It's just fact. Ballistic coefficient's higher, it's just a more accurate round. So when dealing with a review that we're doing today, I wanted a lot of glass on there, okay? Obviously red dot's out of the question, and a scout scope with limited magnification, probably not the best, maybe better for 308. This thing, I really wanted to put some quality glass on there. Now, you and I both know, okay, if you're watching this review, you're already into firearms, you're into rifles. You could spend, usually you spend as much, if not more, on the glass than the rifle itself. Speaking of the rifle as it sits with the FTE option in the 16-inch barrel and this stock, on their website configurator, it came out to $2,970. So $2,970 for the MSRP on the rifle. And then ADM's 34 millimeter Delta mount here. God, off the top of my head, like 240 range. Okay. And then the scope. So the scope is a USO TS20X scope. That's going to be variable power magnification, 2.5 to 20. Objective lens is 50, so that should let in a lot of light. And then the tubes, I already mentioned the mount, the tubes are 34 millimeters. As far as the reticle, red illuminated, first focal plane, MGR reticle, and this retails at $14.95. Add all that up together and you're gonna be around $4,705. So, you know, that's full retail. So with some sales, dealer stuff, you know, I would say this is a $4,500 setup, which is a lot of money. But when you're looking at what you get here, very quality stuff. This is my favorite part of the whole thing here. I know that's just small beans, but freaking awesome design there. So yeah, again, full disclosure, USO sent the scope for free, ADM sent the mount and the rifle for free. I have never, ever worked with a company that has sent product and said, hey, you know, if something goes wrong, let us know, or don't do this or don't do that. I have never, ever had a company do that, ever. I only have one company that requests to watch the review before I post it, and that's not to like quarterback it or change anything. suppressor nerds and they love seeing it before everybody else. That's it. They have zero input. Nobody has input on my videos but me. So just wanted to say, full disclosure, did not pay for this. But, you know, we're going to give it the full gambit. You know, if it jams, we'll show it. If it's not accurate, we will show it. Speaking of accuracy, this has been third party, so independent tested and, of course, factory tested. And this platform, the 6.5, exhibited sub-MOA groupings with quality ammo and a quality shooter. I have quality ammo. There should be a quality rifle. I'm not so sure if I'm a quality precision shooter. I'm going to do my best. We'll shoot it from a bagged position, and we'll try to squeeze as much accuracy out of this sucker as we can. As far as adoption, I asked them before we reviewed, I said, hey, is there any info that's not publicly available out there that maybe my subscribers would like to know? And they said it is already in use as a precision sniper platform with multiple SWAT teams across the U.S. So sub-MOA and already in use by some SWAT teams across the U.S. So, okay, that gives it some, you know, verification there that it is a decent shooting rifle. It certainly is pretty, and we are going to put it to the test today. Now, you're probably wondering, well, what all this weighs together? I actually weighed it with a 5-round short little hunting mag with 5 rounds of that 140 grain Norma. As it sits, no suppressor, but with that mount, scope, everything, and it came in at 11.6 pounds as it sits with 5 rounds in the magazine, not chambered. So 11.6 pounds is what you're going to expect if you wanted to use this for some woods walking. I think that pretty much covers it for the studio, guys. Very quality rifle, and I am eager to get out there and shoot it. This thing is virgin as it sits here in the studio, and we're about to go change that right now. Holy hell in a handbasket, it is humid out here. Wow. You guys wonder why I only schedule and plan and host shooting events like Suppress Fest for either November or March. Florida sucks pretty much every other month of the year. So, all right, we made it out to the range. Those of you that follow me on Instagram, I posted on my stories the other day that I was already sighting this in. I brought it to Shooters World Tampa. It's an indoor range. They have a 100-yard rifle range indoors, so that takes out weather, wind, humidity. Yay, yeah. I would like to say I only went there to take out the wind to make sure I can really sight this in perfectly, but really I did it because it sucks. So it did really well. It took about 30 rounds to really get it dialed in. I did have some hiccups. I'll show you there. I was filming with my phone in the range because I forgot to bring an Allen key to adjust the gas block. I know. I thought I put it in my range bag and it was not in there when I got to the range. So the Norma ammo that I got from 2A Warehouse didn't really want to run unsuppressed, and then the Hornady match here ran just fine unsuppressed and suppressed. So you know, I reached out to ADM about it, and they said, hey, that's exactly why we included an adjustable gas block on this rifle, because there is a fluctuation in all the brands of match ammo available for 6.5 Creedmoor. So that was cool. So had I had this, I could have knocked the gas setting up 1 notch and it would have ran 100%. It was running it, but then every now and then it would fail to feed on the magazine. So I just need a little bit more gas, a little bit more ass. So let's go ahead and run it suppressed out here. I haven't heard it, what it sounds like outside. Have a Rugged Suppressors Razor 762 on the end, a shorter suppressor. Kind of worst case scenario there, but you know, when dealing with this platform, you're going to want to keep it as short as possible. And let's go ahead and, God, I love that bolt hold open on the right side, guys. I was using it like mad at the range, at the indoor range the other day. So let's go ahead and give it a whirl here. First shots, I have a target. I'm at 100 yards right now outside, not shooting from a bag. I'm just going to kind of send it here. We already know this is the sub-MOA gun. I probably have already showed you what I shot at Shooters World the other day, close up with a ballistic X measurement calculation there. This gun did extremely well, actually exceeded my expectations. And let's just shoot it from a bench here. I'm a little wobbly, but I'm gonna shoot the lower right there. I'm just gonna kind of shoot it faster, okay? This is more of a faster paced platform here that you're gonna use rather than a bolt gun when dealing with 6.5 Creedmoor in a tactical situation. So let's just full send here. Shit, yeah. Hell yeah. Dude. I think that was 5, right? Yeah. Damn. I'm not even shooting bagged here. I'm shooting off a bipod and a wobbly table. I'm gonna grab my camera and go show you what just happened. Like I said, this gun can shoot. Yeah. You guys just saw how fast I shot that group. That is awesome. I'm gonna take a picture of this off camera, do a calculation with Ballistic X, and I'll throw it up on the screen when I'm editing. But that's really impressive, guys. 100 yards outdoors, sweating my ass off, wobbly table, no bags, from a bipod. Awesome. That's suppressed as well. So the group did not open up at all. Shifted, obviously, a little bit, but that's okay. Wow. Let's take the suppressor off and do it again. Oh, malfunction. All right, so that's what was happening at the range the other day. So let me drop the mag. So this one was extracting and it already had another one going in the pipe. Round looks slightly dented. We're not gonna risk that one. All right, let's go ahead and lock this back and add some more gas here. All right, I adjusted the gas block to setting 12, has 15 settings. Read the manual. And it just functioned fine off camera. Let's run it. I'm just gonna peg the steel real quick, see what we got. Function test, unsuppressed. America. Yes, we have lockback. Okay, so apparently with this particular ammo, it needs to be run on setting 12 out of 15, so a lot of gas. That explains why when it was set lower with the suppressor, it ran just fine. So function test complete on that. Let's go ahead and back up a little bit and check out the grouping I shot earlier unsuppressed and see how we did. All right, here's the unsuppressed group, the one where I kept having the malfunctions just a minute ago. As you can see, we threw a couple here and then 1, 2. So yes, maintains accuracy, unsuppressed and suppress. Again, I was really, guys, I was not expecting this gun to be that accurate. I mean, it's a 6.5 Creedmoor, has a good barrel in it. I mean, mentally you're shooting out of a semi-automatic platform, and we've always been taught that the semi-autos are not as accurate as a bolt gun, but I beg to differ on that one. All right, let's end this review with a bang. I want to shoot 2 full 20-round mags. I know this kind of hurts. This is a lot of money. So 20-round mag unsuppressed, 20-round mag suppressed, and I have 2 steel targets approximately 20 yards apart, 100 yards away. We're just going to send rounds at each one and show what it can do as far as, you know, multiple target engagements at distance, accurately and quickly. Something you would not be able to do with a bolt gun 6.5 Creedmoor. All right, we'll run unsuppressed first. God, that mag weighs a ton. And let's back our optics out here to 10. See what that looks like. Where's that other target? Oh, it's lower. Okay. All right, let's just give it a full send, huh? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Hell yeah. Okay, suppressor's on, another 20 round mag load up. I did not adjust the gas block. I just want to kind of experiment here while we're doing this test and seeing if it's just going to overgas the hell out of the gun. We'll see. We'll see what happens. No, it's working fine. Yes. Strangely enough, I did not adjust the gas block. I do have wind at my back. It's not too heavy, maybe 8 miles an hour, maybe a little bit more. Was not getting any gas to the face. Even that high pressure gas that would combat the wind flow wasn't getting any in my nose or eyes or anything. I thought that was kind of strange. I figured I would have been gassed out. All right, ending thoughts. First, I hope you guys enjoy the review. Second, I just want to let you guys know, I don't just like run out here as soon as I get it and film a review and get it out to you as fast as I can. If you've been looking at my channel, you know, content for the last 2 weeks, I haven't put anything out. That's because, well, 2 reasons. One, we're in the middle of selling our house and buying a new one. We just went under contract on our house selling it, and we bought another house. So my life's gonna get really crazy here the next couple weeks between moving, and I got Suppressed Fest coming up, and I gotta do reviews, and I gotta work at the fire department. So life is busy, but I still find time to get out and get my reviews done. So this came in a while ago, and I've been shooting it off and on camera. And again, I mentioned at the beginning of today's video, I already brought it out to Shooter's World. I was doing some shooting at the indoor range, and that's where I sighted in the new USO scope. Awesome scope, by the way. We'll circle back to that in a minute. And I was able to get familiar with the product before coming out here and blabbing about it. And that's when I found out that you did have to adjust this gas block, which we found out today at the outdoor range. So for this particular ammo in Florida, with my environmental settings, it likes setting 12 on the gas block. Again, after that, we threw on the suppressor when I was doing the 2 mag dumps with 20 rounds, and it was fine. It didn't seem to overrun the gas system really. It wasn't beating it up from what I could tell, and I definitely wasn't getting like extra gas in the face or anything. I think the weirdest thing that happened today is I didn't get any gas in the face at all, which I thought was really weird considering the amount of pressure and powder going off here in our face. Zero. A AR-15 chambered in 5.56 is 20 times worse than this. This was completely zero gas, enjoyable to shoot. Again, very strange. I was not expecting that. So once you fiddle around with the gas settings, which we all have to do to find out what works with our ammo and our suppressor type, the gun ran 100% as it should, considering the price point. As far as accuracy, damn good. Also surprised me. I watched a couple reviews on this before I went out to kind of get a feel for it, see how it was performing, and it was performing good. I didn't see any perform that good. This is just off the shelf gun they sent for a test and evaluation, so nothing special here. Same thing that you would buy, and it's very accurate. You know, it's shooting sub MOA, even without taking my time from this bench. You saw what I did today, unsuppressed and suppressed, and at the indoor range. So very impressive, and that was just with this ammo. I also shot this. I don't remember if I took any pictures of this, but it exhibited, I believe, the same accuracy. I think it was 0.7 MOA with this Hornady. So very close to the Norma, if I recall correctly. So as far as the weapon platform, performs well once you tune it, and it's accurate. Not much else to say. I love the controls. We talked about this in the studio with the right side controls there for dropping the bolt carrier. 45-degree selector, that was nice. It was actually nice to be able to rest your thumb on there while you're shooting. Off grip here for precision. Not much else to say. Suppressor sounded great. Did a review on that years ago. And scope. So very clear glass. I was using the illuminated reticle out here today because I'm in the shade down here. I had to move out in the shade because I was dying, and the target is in the sun. So that actually helped a lot. That's something that I used to overlook a lot with optics. It is nice to have the option to turn it off and on. This has a lot of brightness settings. That was good to go. I haven't set my zero stop yet. I'm going to when I get home. I just want to confirm outdoors that everything was hunky-dory. And I'm going to go ahead and set the zero stop on this scope. So all in all, this is a pretty badass little platform. This would pay hell on anybody during, you know, shit hit the fan situation, like real shit hit the fan where you could like legally drop somebody from distance, world's going, you know, gonna end type stuff. You know, this will drop large game and human-sized foe at 1,000 yards quickly and accurately. Pretty badass setup. It's awesome. I love it. I'm gonna keep it, throw it in my safe. You'll probably see it out on the range in the future. I'll probably use it for some suppressor reviews, as long as I maintain my ammunition sponsorship with 2A Warehouse. Otherwise, I'll be broke because 6.5 Creedmoor is not cheap. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If I miss anything, if you have any questions that I might not have touched base on out here at the range, just drop a comment below. You know, for like 2 weeks after I post a video, I'll go through and comment and reply to all your comments. So if you have a question that I missed, leave it. If it's something that I know because I've tested it and I just forgot, ask the question and I will answer you. As far as Suppress Fest, I think we are down to like 12 tickets for Sunday the 13th. So again, I've been reviewing this for like 3 weeks now. So that first part of today's video in my studio, that was like almost 3 weeks ago, something like that. So I've had this for a while. So again, if you liked what you saw here today, click that like and subscribe button, guys. We have a lot of videos planned. It's just gonna take me a little longer than usual to pump them out because I'm moving and I got some Press Fest planning going on. So if you have any questions, leave them below and I'll get to you. See you next time.